If you are looking to squeeze out as much performance as you can on every single peso you spend on a smartphone, then look no further than Xiaomi's Redmi line of products. What's up guys, my name is Anton and today we are going to be taking a look at this unreleased phone from Xiaomi, the Redmi Note 11. Now this will be released in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. But while it is not yet released, join me in this unboxing while I get my first impressions on this new upgraded budget offering from Xiaomi. So this is the Redmi Note 11. It does come in a plain white box, no frills, no frills. There's nothing in the back, it is just plain white. So let's open up the box here. Wow, we are greeted with powered by Redmi, look at that. Now, I assume this is where the paperwork, so we have a SIM ejector tool. We also have the paperwork from Xiaomi over here, so that's great. If you like reading manuals, good on you. We're also greeted with this nice silicone clear case, and it's pretty much standard now with smartphones. Here we have the actual unit. This is the Redmi Note 11. We have the specs here. We'll do a quick rundown. So it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 680, 6 nanometers, so that is quite recent, that's good. We have a 90 Hz Full HD Plus AMOLED dot display. That's still really good. Now we also have 33 watt Pro fast charging with a 5000 milliamp hour battery. For the camera, we have a 50 megapixel AI quad camera, an ultra wide, and a macro lens as well. Here you can find the 33 watt fast charger right here, and we also have a Xiaomi branded USB-C charging cable. This is Xiaomi. It does have this salmon color on the inside, which is pretty nice. All right, so this is the Redmi Note 11. I just finished setting it up, so I'm here showing you the back panel. Here you can see the Redmi logo, and it is a very low-key color, and this is, what's it called? The graphite gray. And it's very subtle graphite gray. It's a very dark gray actually, and it does have a matted finish, but it is still fingerprint susceptible. Now it is very dark gray, but when you do put it against the light, there is a very slight shimmer, giving it a little bit of personality. Now let's move on to the side rails. Unlike previous generations, they have flattened them out, which I personally love because it is much easier to hold. It's more comfortable. There is a flat surface wherein your fingertips can rest. Now on the left-hand side, you do have that SIM tray, which is dual SIM capable, and you can expand storage up to 1 terabyte with a micro SD card. On the top, we have that 3.5mm jack right there, a microphone, and an IR blaster, which is nice to see, so you can control your TV from wherever you are. On the right-hand side, we do have the volume rockers and the power button that has an integrated fingerprint reader, which is my favorite implementation because check out how fast it is. Boom. Instant. All right, so on the bottom, we have the USB-C port for charging. We also have a bottom firing speaker and a microphone. Now, talking about the speakers, we also have a top firing speaker because this is a stereo speaker setup, which is very nice to see. Now, let me turn the phone on. Let me use the fingerprint reader. Bang, super fast. Now, here we can see the 6.43-inch Full HD Plus dot display. That's OLED technology in a budget device. But we also have a 90 Hz refresh rate. So that is awesome to see because just a few years ago, a high refresh rate was almost unheard of and only premium devices had it. And I'm so happy to see that in this price range. Now it also has a 180 Hz touch sampling rate with a wide color gamut that supports DCI P3. It has a sunlight display, so it does go bright enough for you to comfortably read it in the sun. But since we're all stuck at home, let's keep that down to keep our eyes healthy. Now the front panel is Corning Gorilla Glass 3. and it is IP53 splash proof tested, the whole phone. So if you spill a glass of water on it, if it's raining a little bit, don't worry, your phone is fine. Now this phone is running on a Snapdragon 680 on MIUI version 13 on top of Android 11. Now it's working really fine because that processor is quite strong since it's a 6 nanometer architecture. And on top of that, we also have LPDDR4 4GB of RAM. We also have 64 gigs of internal storage that is expandable to 1TB without a micro SD card. Now, in terms of the battery, we do have a 5000 milliamp hour cell in here, and so far I do have 9 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time with this, with 26% of battery left, and that is really good to see so far. It does have an included 33 watt Pro fast charger inside the box, something we don't see premium devices. Now in terms of connectivity, this is Bluetooth 5.0 capable. In terms of mobile data, this does have 4G LTE capabilities. Now in terms of the camera, let's check it out. Let's take a picture of this little Eevee. Let's get a nice angle on it. Boom. I'll show you in post. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, let's take a better photo. So far, detail actually looks pretty nice. We don't lose a lot of quality when we're zooming in, and we don't get that grainy look that budget phones usually have. In fairness, I will compare this to my mid-range daily driver and see how they compare, because so far I have no complaints. This looks great. Now we also have a 13 megapixel front shooter, so let's see what they can do. Don't forget to turn off the beautify function unless you like it. Leave it on. See how that works. Now in terms of video, I'll go in depth on that in the future with the full review, but this is what it looks like so far. Now for the back camera, let's see the back camera quality. Honestly, I am quite impressed. It looks pretty damn good. Look at that Eevee with that wink. Very nice. So that is the Redmi Note 11. So those were my very first impressions on the Redmi Note 11. Now I really love this change in design with the flat edges, making it more comfortable to hold, at least for me. It is a very subjective thing, don't forget that. Now, in terms of the cameras, I was also very impressed because it was able to stand toe-to-toe with my mid-range daily driver phone. And my favorite part about this phone was that they were able to bring a high refresh rate OLED screen down to this budget price that we don't know yet, but the Note series is notorious for being a budget device. But the fact that they have a high refresh rate, full HD plus OLED dot display is incredibly impressive, and it makes me incredibly excited for the future of budget smartphones. Now, don't forget to leave a comment on what you think. Are you excited for the future of smartphones like I am, or are you excited to get your hands on the Redmi Note 11? Now don't forget to leave a like, a sub, and make sure to hit that notification bell button so that you stay updated with the next video here at Unbox. Once again, my name is Anton, and I'll see you next time.